Hello, this reading is going to be on Iwona, Wieczorek. Probably mispronouncing that, I apologize. Iwona went missing in Poland July 17th, 2010. I'm going to start here because the last documented recording of her is her walking down this path. There's a guy pushing a wheelbarrow. There's a guy walking about 10 feet behind her that looks like he is following her. But also in that frame there is a sign for a bike and a lantern that is standing out. So these are the stickers that came out for Iwona. Brazil. This guy riding a bike with a son, which usually means a man. Lunch money, maybe something to do with their wallet. Skeleton, read books, be kind. Knowledge. Rhode Island. Maybe the fact that the area was a seaside. I don't know what Rhode Island has to do with it. And then the evil eye. So when I did ask who is responsible for taking her, I got the Ace of Pentacles. And the meaning in this deck is the archetype of the good-hearted rogue or highwayman who steals from the wealthy to provide aid to the poor. Someone who seeks wealth not out of greed but to help others. One who needs money to help others. So I don't know how this applies. What also came out was, when I asked her what happened, the Seven of Wands, the Devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. So in the floating theories is either her ex-boyfriend, a friend, Patel, I can't remember his name, that had access to her phone or computer or passwords or something like that, and then this guy that's walking behind her. So somebody had control here in some way, shape, or form, whether that's drugs, money, sex, darkness, but somebody was in control. The other thing is I'm getting... Alright, that's 6, that's 7. I have 8 over here, which to me is a organized plan. So the 7 of Wands, guarded. So she did get into a fight or argument at the club, left the club with our friend and our friend's friends, left the club and started walking and then disappeared. Alright, let me get clarifiers. Why the 7 of Wands in your disappearance? Why the 7 of Wands in your disappearance, Iwona? 7 of Wands. 2 sevens equals news. What time is it? 12 o'clock. Somebody either wanted her to wait, make a sacrifice, put her on hold. But what's the news about? What's the news about? What's the news about? Iwona, what was the news about? An officer? So maybe cop, military. I think she was going into Poland's version of the Coast Guard or the Maritime Academy. News. What's the news about? What was the news about? Alright, I'm going to take what I saw on top. So fighting gloves and a Pisces. So an argument, a fight, guarded. Maybe they threatened to call the cops. Maybe somebody overdrank or was drinking too much or was in their feelings. When the clock strikes 12. What is this news about? Where can I go? What was the news about? What was the news about? I'll go here. The stork. Something, trying to find something hidden. I think it did say that nobody remembered what the argument was about. But I do think they do know what the argument was about. Not a stork, a heron. To find. You may find love in an unlikely place. You just have to go out and search for it. What you want is in sight, but still just... So is this a fight over men? Alright, let me go to the devil. What's the devil about? What's the devil controlling? Tell me about the devil. The Wheel of Fortune. So somebody had their hands on somebody's destiny, trying to dictate somebody's moves or what somebody does or how something's going to progress. What's this about? What is the devil with the Wheel of Fortune about? A kiss in the dark, a kiss on the lips, a kiss on the neck, a kiss on the hand. I don't know if these guys were asking the girls to get together or watch or pay for something. Hook up. What is the devil and the Wheel of Fortune? Another clock. What's the devil and the Wheel of Fortune? So passion, passionate, yeah. And then 3 o'clock, something about 3 o'clock. And an offer, a tempting offer, tempting somebody, and a lighter. I screwed you. Burnt. Maybe the friend was trying to hook her up with somebody. If it's not the two of them, Iwona and her lady friend, somebody trying to convince them to hook up, or those two hooking up, then the friend's trying to convince her to hook up with somebody or get with somebody. Alright, tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. What's the Knight of Pentacles about? What is the Knight of Pentacles about? 7 of Cups. The stork denotes change of residence for the better sooner or later, according to the distance which it lies from the person, but it also speaks of messages. Now I have a stork and a heron. Storks can also speak of babies, but I also have 3 sevens. 3 sevens is infirmity, physical or mental weakness. What is 7 of Cups? Having lots of options, lots of choices. 7 of Cups here. Fantasy, options, temptation. So somebody... Iwona, what's the Knight of Pentacles with the 7 of Cups about? Something about no mosquitoes, black girl magic, and I think that's a calculator. Is this going back to the Brazilian thing? What is the... Go here. What is the Knight of Pentacles with the 7 of Cups about? Alright, came in reverse. These don't really come in reverse. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Is this something about an... Do I have anything like that? Abortion? Alright, I'm going to keep going. Maybe it'll come to me what I'm seeing. Not quite sure yet. So when I asked about who's responsible for her disappearance, another woman card, braids, and what happened in her disappearance, let's see what the path is. The path, a lazy person. The path, easy choices. And the path, easy choices, go with the flow. A free pass this time. So I don't know if somebody, her ex cheated on her and got somebody pregnant, or a friend was disloyal. Alright, let's see what the lungs is. The lungs, necessity, a gift, the underlying structure of a situation. That carrot's sticking out to me. Alright, let's see what this is. Necessity, a gift, and a gift. So tempting somebody, but knowing the plan. Iwona. One more. Now I've got 2 knights. Take the one I got on top. Books is knowledge to me. It's a big book. Ledger. Black book. Pills. So are they offering drugs? Knight of Swords. The Shining. Hotel. 2 knights is intimacy, but who would she be having intimacy with? Glowing. And then these 2 came out. So, alter ego, disguise, toy mask, costume party, masked hero, vigilante, masked ball, deceit, highwayman. Highwayman. Yeah, that already came out with the swashbuckler. What did that say again? The archetype of the good-hearted rogue or highwayman who steals from the wealthy to provide aid to the poor. Highwayman. Theater, fake ID, special effects, undercover, Halloween, anonymity, occult. Total Recall, reunion, witness, anniversary, Alzheimer's, quiz, flashbacks, puzzle, dementia, bygone era, IQ, brain damage, genealogy, notebook, memo, photo album, ID, mnemonics. I have ID here, fake ID, highwayman. So somebody was acting like what they're not. Let me get one of these. Who is the highwayman? Or woman? The pathless. Difficult decisions, lack of direction. Feels like progress on whatever you've been working on. It feels like progress on whatever you've been working towards has ground to a halt. Others might give you unsolicited advice, but you know yourself better than anyone else. Take a step back and consider a new direction. But don't keep stubbornly moving forward if it's not getting you anywhere. The story is, the street is busy, alive with the shouting of voices and the sound of boots on cobbles. But one pair of feet seems to have no destination, walking in circles, meandering and lost. This poor soul is the pathless who hesitated on many decisions and rushed into too many others. They are the product of indecision and misdirection, lacking confidence in themselves and trusting too much in people who misguide them. Exactly. That's what I'm getting. Okay. I'm going to end it with, I'm going to do the dice. It's going to be a little loud. Let's see. Alright. So. Okay. Interesting. Yep. Alright, we have the babysitter, which to me is a handler. We have the key, which her friend did leave keys for her to sleep at her house. We have a secret passage. A carnival. This is to destroy. This is a voodoo doll, voodoo curse, and a vampire. What's the secret passage? Where is Iwona? Well, where did she go? Where was she brought to? What's the secret passage? Iwona? Where did you go from after? Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Wow, drugged. She was drugged. She was drugged. And that pomegranate was an offering, the gift, but it's actually an apple, the fallen. This is temperance. I've got a hotel. She did stop in front of a hotel to call her friend. I think somebody alerted in a lake. She was by the water. Secret passage. Somebody alerted somebody that it was the perfect, somebody that's inebriated and not protected is walking, so you can take them without difficulty. I'd like to know what went beyond that street or pathway that she was walking where we last seen her. Okay. If she was abducted and used for trafficking, where did she go? Possibly. Where did they bring her, Iwona? Thailand? Turkey. Thailand or Turkey? Alright, that's what I have. Thank you.